Hello and welcome to, I unmuted. Hello and welcome to Content Live, the esports video content video podcast. And today we're going to talk about esports video content like we do every week. So let's get right into it. I will say this week seemed pretty light as far as like content that we actually want to talk about. But we'll find some stuff to talk about. So first up, let's talk about this G2 video, or Cloud9 video, excuse me. Cloud9 video, can League of Legends pros paint like Bob Ross? Cloud9 having won the last North American League of Legends split. And they do a ton of content with their team. It's actually pretty impressive. It's a lot.
Hey guys, I'm here with the LCS team, and today we're painting a Bob Ross painting.
All right, so this is something, it's pretty important. A lot of people do it. It's just right at the front, tell everybody what the video's about. Set expectations right away.
Wait, are we gonna do that?
Wait, why don't I have a board like that?
Yo, yeah, what? His board looks so much cooler than ours.
So I need to be mixing shit, right?
Wait, man, just wait. Black?
And allow it to dry. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Wait, we're not prepared for this.
Should we just go or what? Which brush do I use? I think the big one.
It kind of sucks that you don't hear Bob Ross's audio, but I assume that's for copyright reasons. Like, I'm assuming that they didn't just not put it in. I'm assuming that for copyright reasons they can't have it in there.
Right? It has to be the big one.
Oh shit, I wish I had the big one. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Spreading it thin, spreading it thin.
Dude, the paint is just not sticking.
Guys, you know there's like techniques like this?
Yes, I know there's techniques, I don't know them.
So guys, if you push harder, you have more, okay?
Thanks, Bob Ross.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we're paused for 5 minutes already. This is gonna take a while.
Yeah, this might take like an hour, guys.
Guys, make sure there's no openings, okay?
No openings, perfect. You need a little bit like, it cannot be even. What are you doing? You're doing horizontal and vertical?
Yes.
I feel like that's int.
Oh, that's
You're
perfect,
doing
man.
the same? Okay. You guys are anything?
Okay, one sec. Look out for your hair when I'm... Oh, yeah. I mean, my hair's black and you're painting it black.
Love Eric's painting that much. But I feel like mine, you can see the wave of the painting. You can see the direction it took. And yours is just too pitch black. You can't even see the expression. The expression
Actually,
of it.
piss
Yeah,
black.
mine looks too much like Bob Ross's, who's the expert painter. Oh, right. Yeah.
Painting is not about copying. It's about
Yeah, it's about innovating.
Innovating?
All right, so it's mainly just, the video is mainly just the players bantering to each other, which I think is I think this is a great setup for this. Putting them all in a room, making them do something that they're probably not comfortable with, but isn't unenjoyable, still approachable. I think it's a great concept for a video.
That's why we're watching a tutorial video on how...
And I like that it's all of them together doing it together and not just like each one of them is filmed alone trying to paint a Bob Ross painting. Like, I think that's the way that a lot of people would take this video, and it's just far more boring.
How to paint?
No, we're not. We're just...
it's just inspiration for me.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know if I'm painting Northern Lights today.
Wait, are you doing the sides?
Yeah.
It's okay, Blauer.
Sorry, dude.
How low is this mountain supposed to go? Mine's going pretty low right now. Oh no, oh god.
Mine is gonna be wide.
And mine looks perfectly like him.
Same. Yeah, my mountain looks like Bob Ross. Like what, this?
So you want a lighter blue here. Whoa.
What the hell?
I see.
Of course, yes.
Oh, his has a mountain shape. Wow, would you like that?
Oh, look at my color. Oh, nice, guys. We all have the same color.
Yeah, I'm doing a really nice light blue. But what is going on here? Like, I don't understand. Robert, pay attention, okay? Okay.
All right, so I think we have the gist of this. Players attempting to paint Bob Ross paintings, bantering to each other. Very enjoyable video. Shows a lot of player personality, which I think is good.
I tried to make a pod here, but I really screwed up. And those are my bushes. Those are my.
Oh, and then it looks like they like judged each person's afterward.
This is light. I
Oh
think.
my god.
Or I don't know what it is.
Excuse me, Eric. I'm gonna
Oh,
invade your privacy.
sorry.
So here is my beautiful painting here of the Northern Lights. We can see the Northern Lights right here, coming right behind my mountain. You can see a snowy mountain. We've got a bit of snow at the peaks, and then going down we have the red trees because we didn't have green, so the trees are red. And then you can come into the lake, have a nice little swim right here. The house is covered behind the trees. It's like somewhere around here. We can't see it right now. And then there are the bushes at the bottom right here, and you can.
If we can had a house, I would put. We don't care about the lake. There's no lake.
Hi guys, these were our Bob Ross paintings. I hope you guys enjoyed our interpretation of it, and leave a like and subscribe. Let us know how we did, and thank you guys. See you later.
See you later, guys. Oh, I like this too. Just showing all of them at the end. It's a nice touch. Complain about the same thing I do at every video that's like this. End screen needs something else going on so you can maintain viewers all the way through the end of the video so they hopefully get dulled to your next video. But other than that, I think this video is really good. This is very enjoyable. Great video. Great job showcasing player personalities, making people bigger fans of the person and not just their play on the Rift, if you will. Score video, podcast, gameplay, offline TV stuff. I want to watch this video just for, I don't think I'm going to stay on it too long, but...
Okay, we rush B every round, what do you mean? Yeah, we RTT, we rush B, go. I learned that from my boy Pokestyle, you always drop the spike.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Pete, that was such a free round. You got it, Pete. Close one, close one. You think this guy's even worse than you, Pete?
Yay! Woo!
That was really cringe.
Hey long? Yeah. Hey long. All report Bean is running headshots.
Is he watching us right now? Sorry.
No, but like seriously, if Pete is top fragger, you guys have no chance.
Oscar, you need to stop.
Wow.
I'm really confused. I feel like this was missing some sort of direction or something.
Pokestyle, you always drop the spike.
It was at this moment that he knew.
Maybe it needs... it's like a bunch of clips to try and garner your interest. I feel like it's just too long. It's paced out really oddly. It's not paced out like a teaser that grabs your attention real fast. That's kind of weird.
You need to stop.
Wow. Hello, 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 hello. Can you guys hear me? Welcome to the Fnatic live Twitch channel. I'm coming to you.
I do like this like live branding that they're using. This sort of like 3D news style spinning logo and everything. I think that stuff looks really good. I like the branding around it.
For tonight's stream, which is a Let's Play stream. So we're gonna jump into in-game in a sec, but first I want to introduce to you Selfmade. We did have a little bit of a run through just before, and you absolutely destroyed me in our practice games.
You're pretty bad, but you can improve always. You're not that old. What's coming? You know what's coming.
Fnatic puts out a lot of content. It's actually nuts.
I'm gonna rotate.
Alright, I think we get the gist of this. It's just stream highlights. I thought this was gonna be maybe something more involved. Alright. This is like recent drama stuff. Don't at me. Stream highlights. What is this? So Perks is the captain and player on, or a player and the captain of G2's League of Legends team.
Animals. Maybe that came out wrong. I like dogs. I'm sorry, people. To live countryside, I don't know. I just really enjoy like all the nature around me. I think by the sea, I would enjoy being in the summer the most, but I kind of...
So it's just like a question and Q&A kind of thing, question and answer deal. Yeah.
I mean, maybe not. I never lived by the sea, so I can't know. But I've lived in the city and countryside, and I definitely prefer countryside.
These graphics are just okay. Wish they were moving. Like, they look like they should be moving. Like, this looks like it should be motion based, but they're just not.
Freedom of mind, you can do everything.
I think we get the gist of this one. This was a great interview with Ricky, who's an FGC player from Evil Geniuses for Pride Month. I don't watch too much of it. It's basically just a podcast kind of setup.
Gastaldo, and today we have a very special interview with Hello Kitty Ricky.
I want to send a positive message out there to everybody, you know, and I want my platform to grow so big that people will understand that, you know, the FGC is a good
it's a great interview, but it's just like a podcast kind of thing. Facility tour. Warzone stuff.
Hey everyone, this is Bree, the general manager.
Epidemic sound music, I know because I've definitely used this song before. So we start off, we're just getting a few brief looks into the studio just to try and grab our attention.
Hey everyone, this is Bree, the general manager.
I don't know what this was shot on, but it looks super meh.
With the Washington Justice.
I also don't like this lower third. Or not lower third. I don't like this CC. It's pretty hard to read. Needs to be bigger. The drop shadow is just like not helping very much. Needs something more substantial behind it so it sticks out from the background.
I'm really excited for you to join me today. We're going to be giving you our tour of our state-of-the-art facility. You get a behind-the-scenes look at where our players and coaches prepare and now play our matches every week. Come with me. Coming through our main entryway, those of you that tune into our Instagram Live might notice this backdrop here. We have our Zip Chair Gaming provided couches where we have the guys explain what they thought went well about each of our matches. You guys should tune into those if you have the chance. We also have our Overflow gaming chairs. These are the ones that we sit in for most of our games. And our owner, Mark Ein, even has one behind his desk that he sits in. The last area in our common area here is our little gaming setup. We have a Nintendo Switch. Some of the guys here between scrims or at the end of the day like to unwind with a game other than Overwatch. So we like to.
So this guy's the GM, right? Yeah. Is he like a... I guess my question would be, is he a figure that people know / care about? Videos like this are so much more interesting if it's player-based. Like if players are giving it, preferably more than one player, so you have that back and forth. Just having the one guy talk about it it's just not that inherently interesting.
Some of the guys here between scrims.
And this area is fine, but it's not crazy cool enough for it to do the heavy lifting by itself. You know, like people aren't going to watch this just to be like, oh wow, that's a super cool setup. It's fine, but having the player personality would make this video at least twice as good, I think.
Or at the end of the day like to unwind with a game other than Overwatch, so we like to have this for them right up front. When we designed the facility, we wanted to have rooms for every size of breakout, all the way from a one-on-one session up to the whole team sitting down to do a VOD review session together. This is our largest enclosed breakout room. It's our conference room. Our coaches often use this as a think tank if they want to sit down and discuss strategy.
So, I don't know if this video is specifically made for fans, or maybe it's being made also for showing to possible investors, sponsors, whatever, just about the facility that they have. But people don't care about your conference rooms. They just don't care. And it's just not that interesting. So focusing so much on them seems weird.
We also have a nice big screen TV where we do VOD review together often after matches. Let's go ahead and check out the other spaces that we have in the facility.
Why did the music cut out there? that just in the song?
Do VOD review together often after matches. Let's go ahead and check out the other spaces that we have in the facility.
I don't think so.
Arguably our most important room is going to be our practicing and gameplay facility. In this room we have setups where we have custom designed desks that match all of the specifications of Blizzard's desk for when we go on stage. Our players all are along the windowed wall there so we can get some sunlight when we're playing and practicing. And across the other wall is our coach's space. Our players love our kitchen space. This is our great table where we have
Man, just no interaction with the players feels so bad, man.
all of our meals together. We also have the kitchen where we have microwave, a fully stocked fridge where we have more Red Bull and energy drinks than you might imagine, different snacks, ramen, chips, things like that. And when we have our food ordered, we set it out on the breakfast bar here. The players get a lot of swag.
I'm also just not into this, like, audio cuts out because we're moving fast and then we're back into it. I feel like more often than not, just put a cut there. I think a cut is better. The pacing is better. It's less awkward. I think it's just a better way to go about it.
That they can wear to show off their pride in our team. We use these lockers to store most of that. You can see a mix of jerseys, sweaters, and anything else that the players need to drop to help keep our facility area clean for practice. Our equipment lockers are fully stocked thanks to Logitech. Any player that ever needs a new mouse, keyboard, or headset, they know where to come for it. Our largest breakout area is our common area here. You'll often find our head coach, John, preparing his presentations that he gives from this location. And this is our quiet room. So we started out with this as a storage facility where we were putting a lot of our boxes, but we realized with all of the stimulation of the game that sometimes our players need a space where they can relax, rest, and get a little bit of personal time to, as you can see with Ellie, take a quick nap or check their Twitter. So we use this room for one-on-one coaching, for tandem streaming. We also use our backdrop here for any of the interviews that we do for Blizzard or our media outlets. We also threw a whiteboard up on the wall. We have a tutor coming in teaching our Korean-speaking players English and our English-speaking players Korean. They ask for this whiteboard and they'll often use this just to work on one-on-one conversations as they improve their language skills together.
Overall, this video just seems far too long. The pacing of this video could be like considerably quicker.
Last two spaces we have here, we have our dedicated streaming room. So you can see we have a green screen set up here, a really nice setup. Elevote, Stratus, a lot of our bigger streamers are in this room all the time, and that's where they can talk to you guys. And the last room is my office. This is where I do most of my work throughout the day. The players often come in here and talk to me about their goals, how we want to have the team move forward. One of the things we love about the building that we're in is that there's a bunch of...
It's a really awkward time to cut to the next shot. Also, I haven't been paying that much attention, but this transition seems like a weird time to be introducing like new transitions.
How we want to have the team move forward. One of the things we love about the building that we're in is that there's a bunch of built-in common areas that we share with a few other tenants. But right now, we're really the only ones that get the chance to use them, so we get them all to ourselves. This is what we like to call the war room. It's a comfortable room where I often come with the coaches. You guys probably saw recently that we signed John into the team. When we have late night calls with folks in different time zones, we want a comfy, quiet spot where we can really focus on what we're doing, and that's what we do here in the war room. Our other main common area is right here. We have my potentially favorite machine in the facility, which is our coffee and espresso machine. We have a fully stocked... Yeah, we're professionals. Yeah. Professional. It comes with... You can look out over our balcony and...
I think we get it. Alright. Well, I want to talk about this video. So... Evil Genius's CSGO team... This video is a video where they have to do different challenges in game. I assume it's like a matchmaking game. They have to do different challenges, but
does it actually be better?
To me, the issue is that it seems like they're making up the challenges on the fly, and I think the video would be better if there was challenges pre-made and they were just thrown at the players and they just had to do them immediately, instead of making them up themselves.
Yeah, but you guys want to do deals for pistol?
Deagle.
Let's go.
Oh.
I'm dead. 2B.
Oh no, that was your chance.
Oh shit. I don't know if we could do the challenge. Oh no.
Wait, one's lane.
Oh no.
He's in A. He's in A.
Oh no.
There's got to be a better way to do this camera layout than just having these two cameras here stacked and having Tarek's like weirdly bigger than the other. I think that's supposed to mean that we're watching Tarek's perspective. But there's got to be a better way to do that.
Did we like get set up? Like, why are these people?
There's like 50 elo on the line, boys. I think
Saffron,
that's a
give me an
challenge.
Good pit already. What the?
Yep.
All right, you guys are doing good on the lose A challenge, so let's. Nah.
Wait, we're like 8 rounds in now.
Push tree.
Back calling.
Nice. Like front spindle, guys. Oh my god.
Let's go. What's happening? What's happening? The smoke challenge. The smoke challenge. All right, let's go for a real challenge. 5 down mid. 5 down mid and win the round. I'm so blind.
Yeah, I mean, it really seems like they're just making these up on the fly.
Where am I? I'm alive.
One more banana. Let's get banana.
We lost the round. Use your ult, please.
Oh, you actually want me to kill him? Shit.
Yeah, I want you to kill him. We lost.
No fucking way.
Jiggling. Take that op out and post. Hold on. Check this. No crosshair. Maxi dead. Ooh. Listen, rush feed.
Dude.
First second. See you guys later. I deleted my VOD and my stream. I just deleted my entire Twitch channel. Yo, I'm gonna turn off my stream, delete the VOD, and go live and retweet that I'm going live, like it never happened. And be like, hey, what's up, guys? Just got done with practice. I did my pre-game assessment, and it looks pretty good for us.
Alright, take off the sound. Take off the sound.
I'm down.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Here we go. Yeah, I got you guys.
This one's terrible.
What the f?
No,
It's better.
Dude, it's like another pistol. It's not even USP anymore, bro. Where are the bullets going? Oh, are we actually good?
I'm doing no crosshair and a little bit of
No
both.
crosshair? No crosshair?
Yeah, I'm doing no crosshair.
Underpass. Yeah.
3. Oh no.
Crosshair size 10?
Mm-hmm.
Size 10? Oh my god.
Oh, this one. Good. I don't know what this is, but.
Too many crosshair vines.
Nice. Yeah.
First ace of the night. I'm flashing. No!
Oh my god, my crosshair is ridiculous. I don't know about your guys'.
Also, like, the completing the challenges seems completely meaningless. Like earlier, they did the no crosshair and he got a kill, and it was fine. But no, I guess he didn't get a kill there. Didn't Tarek get a kill before that? Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong.
But mine's it's going up my entire screen and across my entire screen. I have like a graph on my screen. Can't see shit. What the is this size 25? Oh my god. No way, top mid.
I can't fight with this puzzle. One
It's
lock.
insane.
I can't use it. I can't.
Guy in my chest is thickness 5.
What the f?
What the is this?
Where did you go to?
Oh, did you go? Oh wait.
No.
No.
Guys, this high sense challenge.
Alright, deal around with high sense.
Yeah, because there he got a kill, but then he died, so the challenge wasn't completed. I don't know. It just seems totally made up.
I'm going sense 5.
What's the sense though? What's the sense though?
Sense 5. 5.
5?
Alright, let's go. Holy nah.
Oh, it's actually so fast. Holy sense.
Dude, my sense feels too slow now. 2 out
Yeah,
of 1.
same. I might go back to 5. It.
Stop. Throwing it. Leaving it up to you, Zapran.
Don't leave it up to him, dude. His aim turns off in the 1v1s.
Got it.
Oh no.
Why you gotta do this to me, man? Now it's 15-14.
whatever you
It's a
do,
f***ing 1v1, bro.
Don't jiggle, Zapper.
Nah, I'm gonna f***ing run at him like a f***ing Lamborghini, bro. I don't give a
Swing.
f***. Where is he? Where?
Okay, right there.
Thank God.
Dude, don't do that ever again.
Yeah, it seems like a good idea. Like, I like the idea of making the players do challenges while they play, but it seems like it was just pitched and they did it, and then on the back end they were like, oh, how do we make this a video? And then just sort of figured it out on the back end, and it just ended up being kind of meh. Highlights. G2 and bombs. Oh god. Oh, a day in the life video. Very cool.
Oh god, he doesn't miss. Amonek's gone down short first time he
Is this-
peeks. Olaf could get caught, and he does, and Kenny's got them both. G2 will take the 9th here.
Hello
He'll
there.
recover the AWP in the meantime.
Oh, they haven't started defusing yet?
Nice lurking.
Hello, Amonek.
Okay, so as a precursor to this, there's a meme with G2, and it's that on more than one occasion, they have definitely won the round, but just forgotten to defuse the bomb, and then lost because of it. This one coming up being the most notable example of it.
Wait.
He's the only one with the kit. What are they doing? They're not finding the bomb. No.
No one's
No.
defusing. Oh,
There could be
please God.
absolutely no way.
This can't be real. Oh.
No, G2.
Holy shit.
Yeah, they're fine. Should be fine. Should be
They've
fine.
probably got the tube.
Oh my god! Okay, it's happening! Everybody stay calm! Everybody stay calm!
Wait, they haven't won it.
Oh
Yeah.
Kenny picked up a kill.
I was like, when I saw the money, I was like,
Oh god, not like
it doesn't look like they have it.
G2 and bombs. It's
Ha entrado usted y ya está pidiendo el día de descanso.
Press the button labeled 4.
So like 3.
Okay, so that's all a lead into keep talking and nobody dies. I got it. Okay. I like that.
That has the 4.
4. First one, it's over, bro. It's so hard, bro.
Bro,
Too
this
difficult
is
for me. Yeah, it's too difficult.
I can't help you.
Oh, I'm wrong again. That was just a clip from a different video. Alright.
Really?
I mean, Kenny still has no aim. I don't know why. Okay. Hang on. He's not working it. Oh, this is ridiculous.
What's his POV look like, Rush?
Ooh, Kenny.
It's just a G2 fails video, I guess.
Kenny.
He can see in the whole... Kenny!
You're looking at him.
Kenny!
Yeah, okay,
You're
now...
looking at him.
Oh
There
my
it is.
goodness, he can't believe it.
The bomb's down.
What do you think, Jack?
Maybe a calculator.
Guys, this is the bomb.
Sure.
I thought
It's
it
a
was enough.
virtual blunder. He's even called it early, and he has. So why hasn't he got the music turned on? Even
Subscribe.
I've got the music turned on for that reason alone.
That's the only reason.
FaZe realised it as well. It's gone quiet down on the ground. Nico, shots not connecting to go into the silo. Cold's dropped the bomb though with 10 seconds. That could be everything. That could be the entire round. Nexa with a trade, but they can't pick up the bomb. They're too far away. They need the kills, and Rain is denying them. Hunter gets on the site, but he's forgotten the package. Oh dear. It's a round for FaZe out of nowhere. They win it by just staying alive.
As a CT, what do you do when you eliminated all the T's but the bomb is planted?
I saved the up. It's gem time.
They've given up long, and so this is something that is anticipated. He's got his eyes on the prize, but not able. No time. Doesn't matter. Classic G2 round here. Of course, no bomb plots, not needed. Apart from sometimes they actually are needed.
Well, Kenny had just picked up the kit, so I don't know. But if Kenny had gotten straight on the defuse, he ran for the AWP. So Kenny runs for the AWP. If he started defusing instantly,
It's embarrassing.
yeah, they probably win the round.
It's embarrassing, boys. You don't love to see.
Alright, I think we get the gist of that one. That's a fun one. That's good. It's a good way to just like repurpose stuff you already have into more content. Smart stuff from G2, as is tradition. Alright, day in the life of a Philadelphia Fusion player? That's the name of that team, right? Yeah, Philadelphia Fusion, the Overwatch League team.
Right now I'm walking.
The sound design in this intro. It's like supposed to be a neon sign sound, I think. But it's missing because it's not really a neon look and the sound is just off-putting.
Right now I'm walking to the facility. There's like nobody in the street. It's quite crazy actually. Looks like a ghost town. I usually like to go to the facility like 1 hour before, like to be really warm and practice my mechanical before the match or before anything. I just arrived to the Fusion facility. I'm gonna show you guys where we used to practice before the virus happened, because we are now practicing at the apartment, except when it's game day. So yeah, that's the place where everybody used to practice. We have like a bunch of table, bunch of chair, bunch of computer. But yeah, now that it's COVID, only the player who gonna be starting and the coach is gonna be here today. We're gonna try to be respecting social distancing and like washing our hands and stuff like that, obviously. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm gonna show you guys also the VOD review room, where we used to do VOD review every morning before the game, so we can learn and analyze the playstyle of our opponent. It is a bunch of couches with a whiteboard and a video projector on it. Used to be pretty cool actually, because everybody was like sitting there and that was like a lot of fun. We used to also hang out and watch football and stuff like that on the projector. Yeah, I kinda miss this place actually. Okay, I'm gonna go warm up and I'll see you guys at the break. Okay, so I'm the first one there, so I'm the one who's good.
I mean, this video's probably a little slow, but I like the vlog content. I would like to see more of this vlog style day in the life kind of video from more people.
I decide where I'm gonna sit. I chose this table because I don't know, I can see everybody in the room, feel the energy when we start practicing. But yeah, today the plan should be we should do internal scrimming with our B team. So they're all gonna be at the apartment playing against us, and then we're gonna play against Vancouver Titans. You probably saw the game if you watched this video. I hope Chipsa won his game.
Chipsa does miss the punch there and gonna get control potentially for the rest of the nano. A little bit of unlucky.
That will be funny. Yeah. Okay, we just arrived from the facility. I just changed. I put a hoodie on. It's more.
Wait. Did we miss the practice?
Comfy. I'm gonna show you guys the apartment. So there's gonna be Daniel's bathroom and Daniel's room. He's inside though. I'm not gonna bother him. We have a really nice apartment. We split.
Wait, so he skipped the whole part where they had practice? That's like the most interesting part, is when everybody else around. When everybody else is around. Seems really odd.
It's like in the middle of Philly, and we have a really nice view of the city, especially at night.
Holy shit, that apartment's dope.
Every night we have like the sunset, so that's awesome. We have a kitchen. We don't use it that much. I try to cook from time to time. Last night I made a pizza. That was good. But yeah.
Is that his pizza from last night? Because that thing's not good anymore.
I mean, we like to hang out there, like watch
Unless he, hopefully you put it in the fridge. Huh.
the TV, watch the Overwatch League on YouTube, and do a bunch of board game and stuff like that. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys now my room. This is where I spend most of my time, practicing, streaming.
Il est où là, Robin des Bois? Attends, mais donne-moi ça! Tu vas te faire mal!
Oh, nice pop.
I have a nice bed, which is way too big for me. That that bed can fit like way too many people. I don't need that big of a bed. I have a TV where I watch animal documentary and stuff like that. Okay, so that is the bathroom. Hello, this is gonna be my closet where I put all my fusion gear and my shoes and stuff like that. And that's gonna be it.
I will say this is kind of comparable to the Washington Justice tour that we saw earlier, and I think this just shows like how much better cuts are for pacing than just speeding up the time in between. I think this feels much better pacing wise. I just wish it showed more personality. Like, why was there a lot of room for player interaction but just zero player interaction? I think that's the biggest downfall of this video.
Guys, I wanted to thank everybody for watching the video. Hope you had fun and seeing what my life is when the city is on quarantine, and I hope to see you on. Bye bye.
Okay. All right. A player farewell video. 2 minutes. Might as well give it a shot.
Gorgeous start here as Blase is now up to the high ground. Gonna be down Barry coming through from both sides.
So I'll say right off the bat that having the music, just the music come in to start like this.
Gorgeous start.
And then not having announcer audio or caster audio until the clip starts. I don't think there's any reason not to bring caster audio in either right at the start or pretty soon after. You don't have to wait until you're on the gameplay clip to start hearing the caster audio.
Start here as Blase is now up to the high ground. Gonna be down Barry coming through from both sides. Ellie Boat using the self-destruct, trying to find some picks, and it's gonna be a triple kill. Jexay finds the kill on the Corey, and Repel's gonna be bionated, trying to stay alive with that Ana. So far, he'll be able to do so as they send hydration off the side of the map.
Aggressively using that.
Yeah, same thing there. Like, caster audio from the next clip can come in right away. It's just such a loss of energy. Like, losing the caster audio and the music doesn't come up to replace that energy. It's just a huge loss of energy when we're not on the gameplay clips.
Beat forward also. Doha's going to clone himself into the Moira, provide some additional healing plus a coalescence, but the team are already dead, unfortunately. Ult goes a little bit to waste as Alibo just cleans up the fight.
End of that one, coalescence just going to be rolling for
That was awkward. What happens here?
Just cleans up the fight.
End of that.
Oh, it's just like a flash clip. Oh, okay, so it happens at both sides. So somebody walks in front of the camera right before we cut from this clip, which makes that cut feel awkward. And then this clip stays on for 3 frames, which makes that feel awkward. So this transition just feels mega awkward because things are happening right before the end of the first clip and right at the start of the next clip.
Ult goes a little bit to waste as Alibo just cleans up the fight.
End of that one, coalescence just going to be rolling.
Super unfortunate.
For either of these Moiras, Grecian will be blocked by a barrier as Elivo tries to keep himself safe. Now it's going to be the Gravitic Flex coming through, manages to catch a couple. Masa dead off the trigger of that ultimate. Slams down Gator to find another. Great stun in midair onto Edison, but doesn't finish him off. But damage still going to be done considerably to the Atlanta Reign on this attack. Washington Justice still very entrenched on the point. Yeah. Is backpedaling, staying in behind the barriers, trying to stay safe.
They're like, that clip was better because we didn't have that loss of caster audio that results in loss of energy.
Barrier shield's going to be expiring. Huge Gravitic Flex slams him to the ground. Gator will be the first one to fall, but they need a lot more than that if they want to make it to the end here with 40 seconds remaining. Great ult together comes through. The shots are bouncing out from the spheres. They managed to get several kills.
Nano boosted Reaper was able to create space but wasn't able to find kills. With Jonak down, Aimbot finds the kill. Libero next. Looks like the Justice again have weathered the storm, Matthew.
No peanut butter.
3, 2, 1.
this end screen? This end screen is 15 seconds? It's too long. There's nothing happening here. These end screens need something happening so you retain viewers. I would bet that the percentage of people that make it all the way to the very end of this video that can potentially get doled another video is like 10% at the highest. Probably lower. 100 Thieves picks up Hiko for their Valorant team. 100 Thieves, LA based. CEO is Nadeshot, former professional Call of Duty player. Used to be on Optic Gaming back in his heyday.
YouTube, how the fuck you doing? Hey guys, Nadeshot today. I'm bringing a brand new video. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. I'm so excited to be sitting here in front of you right now just because it reminds me of the early days of 100 Thieves where it was just me in front of...
That shot maybe looks a little oversat. I'm afraid Logan colored this, so I'm afraid to say anything, but I do think that this is maybe a little overset. His skin looks very tan. Yeah, maybe even the silver in this, like all the color in this seems kind of oversaturated. Maybe the vibrance slider got a little out of control or something.
Fantastic day. I'm so excited to be sitting here in front of you right now just because it reminds me of the early days of 100 Thieves where it was just me in front of my camera in my bedroom talking directly to you, having an honest conversation of all the things I'm excited about. Over the last few years, 100 Thieves has grown quite a bit. Obviously, we've been focusing on our apparel business. We have been creating content at a very high level, and I'm proud of all the things that we've accomplished so far, and it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for you guys. So I just want to say thank you for the growth that we've had. But really at the genesis of 100 Thieves, at the very core, it's been esports, competitive gaming. I mean, that's why I'm here where I am today. I'm just obsessed with the entire mentality that is driven around competitive gaming. The number one question that I've received as the founder and CEO of 100 Thieves over the last 2.5 years is what is going to be the next esports title that we're a part of? What is going to be the next competitive roster that we field? And I have an answer for you guys today. I have an answer.
Videos like this, when other teams do them, are just like kind of boring. Like we're already a minute into this video, but Nadeshot is just such an inherent entertainer that it's just better. And yeah, it helps that they have interesting B-roll and stuff, but Nadeshot's delivery is just so much better than the people who are doing this kind of thing for other teams.
Everyone's always asking me questions. Sometimes I can't answer. Most of the time I can't answer, but today I finally can answer that question. 100 Thieves is officially entering into Valorant. We are going to build our own competitive team to try to be the best in the game. And that is our goal. And that's been our goal since day one with 100 Thieves. With our League of Legends team, we went to Worlds our first year. We want to win a North American championship, and then we want to win a world championship. We won multiple championships with our Call of Duty team. We have a top 10 CSGO team in the world right now, and we have some of the best Fortnite players. So with that being said, it brings me great pleasure to welcome the first building block of 100 Thieves, our first player ever signed to our Valorant team, Hiko.
Interesting music transition there. Listen to that again.
Right now, we have some of the best Fortnite players. So with that being said, it brings me great pleasure to welcome the first building block of 100 Thieves, our first player ever signed to our Valorant team, Hiko.
It's okay. Basically just crossfaded. The first song ended up in a less rhythmic part, which helps. If you have two like really rhythmically based songs and you try and crossfade between them, it can cause a lot of awkwardness if they're not at the same tempo. But the fact that the drums came out of that song, the first song, before they transitioned, helped make that less awkward. I don't think it's not awkward at all, but I think it's less awkward than if they were both very rhythmically based.
So Hiko definitely not going down without a fight. Oh wow, there's the first box frag. Hiko gets a double. Oh my goodness, how does he do this? How does Hiko do it again?
So for anyone who doesn't know, Hiko is a former professional Counter-Strike player, obviously now, based on this video, going to be playing Valorant for 100 Thieves, but he played for like Liquid, played for Cloud9, I think, but was pretty well regarded around like 2015, 2016, and has been playing since like 2012 probably. Dude's got to be 30 years old, I think. So player-wise, definitely on the older side.
Hi, my name is Spencer Hiko Martin, and I'm the captain for 100 Thieves' new Valorant team.
His stream has also been popping off. He's been the biggest Valorant streamer the last like week since the game dropped.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, at least as far as I've seen.
I started playing Counter-Strike back in 2002. I played competitively.
2002, 18 years. Holy God.
Starting in around 2011, I've been on organizations such as Cloud9, Liquid, Complexity. In total, I've actually been in 8 different majors in CSGO.
Well, Hiko's going to have to pull out a massive clutch in order to keep this for his team. Fallen's got no cover, and he's going to go down straight away. Now it's Cold Zero. He's got MP7 as well. Instant ding from Hiko. Is he actually going to do this? Cold Zero's got less than 10 HP. There's still a minute, but he's got a dance.
I feel like 100 Thieves needs to release like a 100 Thieves Hiko hat. He's just always wearing a hat. I feel like there should be a 100 Thieves hat for him.
He's going to do it. Liquid back in the game.
Where are these headshots coming from? This guy, how on earth did he do that?
Amazing
He
play
doesn't
by
even
Hiko.
believe.
After 18 years of Counter-Strike, I think the biggest thing that Valorant kind of stuck out for me, the game feels very similar as far as gunplay and as far as mechanics go. But when you start adding abilities, you have so many options for strategy, different styles of tactics that you can actually apply, that it makes the game really fun to play and it makes the game really fun to think about.
Running. One enemy remaining. Planted.
Oh, we like that, chat, don't we? Oh, we do like that. 100 Thieves has always been an organization that I've looked up to. You know, after having talked to the management and the actual...
All right, so it looks like most of it's just Hiko talking about what's to come and everything. All right, let's get forward.
Super excited. I'm super happy to be here. And I can really see myself being...
I'm surprised they went with this background. Unless Hiko put this background on and sent it to him, but I think he would have just sent him the green screen, right? Interesting, they just went like with a gradient background. I don't know if this was like a really fast turnaround or what, but I'm surprised they didn't go with something more fitting the 100 Thieves brand.
Being a part of 100 Thieves for a long time. Thank you, yes.
So from what we've seen and what we know, we believe Hiko already has such a huge head start on a lot of the competition and knows what it takes to compete at the highest level. He's competed in grand finals. He's competed in front of hundreds of thousands of people. So we believe he is the best person that we could possibly recruit to be the captain of the 100 Thieves Valorant team. Hiko, I just want to say personally, welcome to the team. Thank you for believing in 100 Thieves. We're going to do everything we can to support you and make sure that we help you build the best team in the world that Valorant has seen. And I can't wait for the future together.
I mean, as far as like what you can do during quarantine to announce a player, I think that video is pretty good. Talks about the 100 Thieves history competitively. Lets Hiko talk about himself and what he wants to do and everything. Pretty neat. What's this? How to get started as a coach in professional Call of Duty.
I'm Embry Bevel, also known as Bevel's in-game. I'm the head coach of the LA Gorillas. First.
Okay, so I was talking about an LA Gorillas video last week. And if you look at this lower third, I was talking about how this doesn't really fit any of their branding. Anything else I'd seen from them, really?
In-game. I'm the head coach of the LA Gorillas.
I mean, this obviously matches with the logo for the series, so good note.
First COD I really grinded and got into that kind of ignited my love for the game was Call of Duty 4. It was so fun back in the day. Kind of my start into it was just playing with friends from school, and then somewhere along the way, just like in a public match, someone introduced me to game battles, and like that's kind of where I saw Call of Duty, the competitive side of it, and I
60 FPS, dude. Ugh. Also, 1080. Hello.
Kind of realized that that was even a thing, and so I started grinding that a bit. I didn't go too crazy playing it, but I played a decent amount, and then.
For anyone that doesn't know, when you shoot 60 FPS, you lose the motion blur that you get from like 24 FPS. And that's what gives it that weird like soap opera look. It's almost too defined everywhere. Like motions, stuff that's not in motion should be crisp, but when something's in motion, having that blur gives it more of a, I don't want to say realistic look, more of a look that we're accustomed to because of the way we viewed media, video-based media for the past however many years.
And just as time went on, I just started playing more and more. So when I decided that I wanted to give being a pro player a shot, my name was kind of already established in the community from being a well-known search and destroy player in all the online tournaments in the years prior. I kind of had a foundation to work with. So going into the World War II season, which was the 2018 season, I went into it with Decimate, who's one of our current players. That was his rookie year because we had known each other from search and destroy prior. And then we got another search and destroy player, Dashy, who obviously, and then we had General, and we joined under E6, and that was kind of my first team, the first step into playing professionally, and then just kind of grinded out that season, switched teams a few times along the way, and then qualified for the Pro League on the first try. Neither of my parents really knew anything about video game prior to me pretty much going into it. Kind of as I was doing it, I had to...
Man, this video is dragging. Let's skip forward.
And strengths in our practices, what we need to work on, what we're doing well, what maps we're good on, what maps we need to work on, how we get better, and we kind of identify the path to fixing our mistakes in our practice, because we have just an extra set of eyes that the players have, so we can add a lot of extra input during the practice. So after practice, the thing we do is we go back and watch the VODs, watch other teams' VODs. For instance, we know who we're going to play like in a first round matchup of the tournament. We'll do some studying on that team and prepare our players for that match. After matches, it's just a lot of VOD review and just staying on top of the players, making sure that being the best that they can be and just helping them become the best players they can be. If you like content like this, make sure to like, subscribe for more.
Just the pacing in this video feels really slow. It feels like it just drags. The mix is pretty meh. It's hard to understand. You can only do so much, the headset mic and everything, but man, it's rough. All right, Karma retirement video. Karma is a Call of Duty player, most known for his time at Optic Gaming, when they were at the top of the echelon of Call of Duty.
Your 2014 World Champion winners here.
Yes, he does. He's able to catch Saints now. Stuck in a 1v1. Him and Octane in this
Oh
battle.
my,
hit
the quick scope. Oh my gosh, Karma with the flashy plays. Unstoppable.
Damon Barlow with the slam. With the slam! Oh my goodness! The dynasty has been cemented. They are the greatest roster in Call of Duty history.
Karma do it. He finds himself the first. He finds himself the second. Frosty goes down. And just like that, Karma turns around, fights number 3. And he's the game changer right now, Damon Barlow.
Playing with Damon, man, Damon is a special character. He's a 3-time world champion for a reason. He does things on the map that needs to be done to win. He will rotate for the team. He will hold whatever he needs to hold. He'll take the long route. And at the end of the day, that's how you win.
Every cliche about Damon that I heard prior to teaming with him is absolutely correct. He's an oddball man, but I love it. I think if you ask anyone that's...
I like that they have interviews with the other players. I think that's neat. Hopefully they have an interview with him also. Oh, maybe not.
Played with Damon this question, they would give you the exact same reaction. I don't even know. it's a completely isolated experience that I'll never have again. When you get gassed from Damon, it feels really good. Like when you're playing well and he's like, oh my god, you just the guy. It's like, wow, I really must that guy. It's like, I don't know, man. It's a special experience.
There are greats, and then there's the greatest of all time, Mr. 3 Rings. Let's hear it for Karma!
Okay. Not a bad farewell video for Mr. Karma. 2 minutes. Pacing felt pretty fine. Nothing crazy, but pretty good. What else do we have here? Kenny S 50 seconds. Is this like an ad that they made? Oh, it's cool. Kenny S signature. Yeah. I mean, if basketball players can sell sneakers, why can't esports professionals move gaming hardware? You know, like motherboards, whatever it is. We've seen a little bit of this. Like, yeah, companies have delved into it, but we haven't really seen people go super hard on using gaming personas to sell specific products. I mean, I think having like, is the Kenny S signature like on the motherboard? That would be nuts. I don't think so. That'd be very cool. It's like the Kenny S motherboard. The Air Jordan of motherboards. Something to consider. Welcoming someone to the team. What is this? And there's more stuff than I thought there was. When I browsed over, it looked like this week was a little dry. But hasn't been so bad. Yo, this is cool. This is really cool. This is super well made.
Let's go! Let's go!
What? This is so good. Like, even just the numbers and everything, and the letters, like, this looks really good on top. Sort of like line effect over top of it, being translucent, really feels like it's in that 3D space. Maybe it doesn't because it's pinned to the camera, but still.
Let's go! Let's go!
Sinatra to start the fight, and there it is from Haxal. A freebie in the air as he goes for the melee. Vancouver looked much sharper in the early damage trade, Matt.
Janu there, all right. Shadow Blade. Can he do it?
Grenade's already on them.
He can indeed. There's go Gushway Adora. Welcome back, Haxal.
He's going to force the meteor strike from Haxal. Oh! Incredible!
Dragon Strike tossed through. Look at the chip down bumper. They take him low, but Haxal just casually goes in and gets himself a 3K. Dashes in. That dash gives him the blade. Izayaki taken down, looking for a bit more envy.
Mutual knockdown between the bricks. That was a huge seismic slam. 3 or 4 individuals knocked up by that one. Haksar now is using his melee. Time for the nano blade. No, it could be hold as well. This could be nasty, but he gets hit with the body grenade right at the beginning. Still able to find Byram, and he goes upstairs. Gets himself 3.
Those animations were dope. These are nuts.
Let's go.
Is that stuff made in-house? There's no way. There's no way that NYXL just has an animator on like that just hangs out to do these like once every 8 months. I wonder who made this. Doesn't say. I feel like I've seen stuff from them before. I can't remember who made it. I think they've worked with Level 99 for like marketing stuff. Maybe they got somebody through them. I don't know. This is really good. Super cool.
My name is Sahil Jingjani.
Oh, I like that a lot. The sound design makes this really cool. The like build up to this. Like that like swell that's coming in.
My name is Sahil Jingjani. I come from a background of economics and finance and work in data, including big data engineering. And now I'm with Team Liquid. I've been a long-term Liquid fan since all the way back in the Curse days. Steve is one of the owners that I really looked up to, and being able to actually work with them hand in hand and to be able to provide analytical support, it's like a once-in-a-lifetime chance, and it has been amazing so far. There are things that we could do better, of course, but that's why we're here to work.
All the B-roll is so good. It feels like it adds so much. It's like relevant to what's happening in the video. Hey, what's up, JJ? Like, this is just so good. The pacing, the music is like really making it feels like this video is pushing forward.
Steve is one of the owners that I really looked up to, and being able to actually work with them hand in hand and to be able to provide analytical support, it's like a once-in-a-lifetime chance, and it has been amazing so far. There are things that we could do better, of course, but that's why we're here to work as a team and to grow together.
My name is Joshua Jat-Leisman, and I'm the head coach.
Oh, is this gonna cover like all of their... Or is it just Jet and the other guy whose name I missed? Sahil.
I am a huge traditional sports fan.
And better, of course, but that's why we're here to work as a team and to grow together.
My name is Joshua Jat-Leisman, and I'm the head coach of Team Liquid's League of Legends team. I am a huge traditional sports fan, and I've seen what analytics have done to transform major sports. I feel like the same type of evolution can...
They have so much good, relevant B-roll, and it helps so much.
Happen through League of Legends.
And they cut out the stuff that you don't need to know. We're only a minute into this video. Like, other teams, other videos we've watched today covered like the amount of information they covered in a minute in like a 4-minute video. And it just felt like it drug on so much. And this is such a good example of when your pacing is better.
So much of it can be broken down numerically. Like, what is the value of a minion wave in Golden Experience? What is the value of a kill or an assist or a jungle camp? You can solve so many of these things through numbers, which is a really powerful debating tool, but it's also really powerful to know what the right choice is.
We are working together with SAP to build out a new analytics platform for the team. SAP's work with the Dota team and the platform that they have built out, it is a wonderful starting point, and it has already shown great success. And we plan to bring a lot of that over to the League of Legends team. The resources that SAP provides are extremely valuable, especially when it comes to compute power and storage capacity. You need a lot of computing power to do a lot of the analysis that we want. SAP comes forward with a lot of this infrastructure already set up, so we don't have to manage it ourselves. And to be honest, that's not really the fun part of working with data.
I think there's a big mix of where you can try and gather this information. I think looking at the top competitive teams, what they've been prioritizing lately, looking at even the middle of the pack or the bottom tier teams as they...
That like VHS rewind sound is kind of weird, I think.
And to be honest, that's not really the fun part of working with data.
I think there's a big mix of where you can try and gather this information.
Is it?
I think...
This is confusing because I think it's fast forward. It's supposed to be like a fast forward deal, but it says play up here. Seems kind of weird. I like this background though. The graph paper and the champions and then minions on it and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Looking at the top competitive teams, what they've been prioritizing lately, looking at even the middle of the pack or the bottom tier teams as they've been making a surge. A lot of times what's happening in solo queue is a precursor to what's going to happen next.
I think that would have made more sense if that was like older footage. I think the fact that that was footage from, I think, last season, a few months ago, makes it kind of weird. The VHS style just makes it kind of confusing.
A lot of people tend to dismiss solo queue, especially on the NA server. However, there's still a lot we can learn about player behavior, and especially when it comes to scouting out new talent. One of the things we've always heard about League of Legends is that you can't find new talent in North America. I don't think that's true. You just have to know where to look and how to look. And that's what we plan on doing. The tool that we are working together with SAP to build, the end goal for it is to make the analysts' lives easier. The current analytics process is very, very labor intensive.
Tracking solo queue data is already a bit of a laborious process. You need to scout out which accounts you want to follow. Generally speaking, you're trying to follow the accounts individually, or you're just looking at these big overall trends of a whole server or a whole swath of players over a certain elo. If more granularly I could see what the pick rate increase was across a patch, what new picks were emerging, you know, in the depths of solo queue to maybe give me a hint of getting ahead of something. More granularity in the stats that I already use, I think would be really valuable.
With SAP's help, we can automate a lot of things and reduce that burden and thus increase the amount of insight the analysts can gain. When it comes to building out an ideal platform, there's a couple points we want to hit on. We want the analysts to have
good music transition there.
Have a sandbox that they can play in. So if they have any type of inkling, they will be able to go through, look at the data to see if they can support that claim. And we also want to build a place where it's very easy to surface new trends.
Every meta has things that are either over-prioritized or under-prioritized, and it really is constantly evolving. Even if you look at past World Championships that have been played completely on the same patch, as the weeks go on, the champions that are considered the strongest change, even though in actuality those champions have been the same power the whole time.
With the amount of people playing League of Legends and with the amount of leagues going on, there are trends that always occur. And the hope is that instead of going off a player or coach's intuition about what might be a trend, we can actually hone in on that with data and provide them with the evidence that they need.
I think it's really important to be able to have data and numbers to back up an opinion that you're giving to a pro player, because you have.
So the way that it's kind of going back and forth between Jat, their head coach, and the analyst, it kind of feels like a conversation, right? Like they have this sort of back and forth that makes it feel conversational, even though it's not. Like these are clearly two interviews that are shot at two different times.
Have to keep in mind they have gotten there in some part because of how right they have been in the past. And it's super important to build trust back and forth. But you can also earn that trust by having really well thought out, backed up arguments. And data is something that when found in the right way is really, really hard to disagree or argue with and really easy to align around what's right.
You'll never have just a normal report that will be able to take all the different factors into account. What we plan on building will be...
See, like that made more sense because I think that footage is a little older.
Hard to disagree or argue with and really easy to align around what's right.
You'll never have just a normal report.
Yeah, that's like having this on past world champions and it's not fast forwarded makes this make a whole lot more sense.
That will be able to take all the different factors into account. What we plan on building will be able to do so, and it will be able to look at all the data coming out of League, and create a final product that the coaches and players will be able to use to come up with strategies that no one else has seen before.
One of the big differences.
I think that was getting dangerously close to him being covered up too much by the music. I can still understand him, but it seemed maybe a little too close.
Between a good and a great team oftentimes is the process. If we just take LCS as an example, you see 2 games a week. That's what people get to see. But what goes into those 2 games is so much more. It's week worth of long scrim days and review and presentations and analysis. It's a bunch of solo queue practice by all these players. Before they've even been on the team, there's been a process of them climbing all the way through the ladder to become a top player in the first place so they can be picked up. So the process of how you get there, how committed you are to your craft, how much you're thinking about League of Legends, how intelligent you are about using your time efficiently, and about League of Legends, how committed you are to your craft, how much you're thinking about League of Legends,
I like that they added a little bit of an extra oomph on that last joom. You know, right on the cut back to Jet's talking head. That was nice. It's a nice touch.
Committed you are to your craft, how much you're thinking about League of Legends, how intelligent you are.
And maybe that's just in the music. Maybe they just lined that up with the music. I'm not sure.
About using your time efficiently and applying the right approach. I think that's what makes the teams really strong. Sure, there's those elements of being clutch on the day and really living for the moment, but that's at the very end of the line, and you're never going to be great unless your process is solid.
It's a good line to end on, too. Same thing I say about all these end screens. Needs something more happening so you retain the viewer. 15 seconds, too. It's just a long end screen. I'm going to retain the viewer so that they get auto-doled the next video. Relying on people to just click on end screens, I think is just not the way to go. The click-through rate on end screens is just super low. That was a great video. It's hard to make analytic processing interesting, but I thought that was a really well paced out, really interesting video. That might be one of the top videos for the week, honestly. That was great. Podcast stuff. Gameplay stuff. Fabian. Fabian played R6 for G2 for a while. Won multiple invitationals with him. No, he won multiple invitationals. First with Penta, and then with G2. Maybe there's somebody in between. I'm not sure. But IGL for them. And he's been on the bench. He was on the bench last season. But he is being formally released from G2.
Guys, I'm not dead. I'm just moving on. These last couple of months we've had quite a rough patch in our team, and during the invitationals here where we've been underperforming according to myself, I made a decision that I'm going to step out of the roster and look for a future somewhere else. Joining G2 and the best time of playing for G2 obviously is when we win the invitationals as a group and winning events with my team. As I said, they're my brothers. I love them more than most people around me. Like, they've done so much for me and I've done so much for them. I think that I have what it takes to win, and I think that the drive that I have is something that a team in slumps could need. I would like to thank everyone that's been around our team. I would like to especially thank Shaz, my coach, who's been with me since, year one, season one. We started teaming up together. I would like to thank Pengu, who I've been the longest teammate with. I'd like to thank Jonas, even though he's not here anymore, and Goga, some of my longest standing teammates, and we've done so much together. I would like to thank Uno, Kryan, Sir Boss especially stepping in here for the last event. Oh, I actually forget Kanto. He's been with me since we joined G2 too. So yeah, I would like to thank all of the guys. I really appreciate working with.
So having somebody delivering this like Fabian, who's just very good at talking and presenting his opinion, helps videos like this a lot. He does a lot of the heavy lifting just by the way he speaks about the subject.
So he's a great analyst.
But all this B-roll that they have is also just really good. Adds a lot to the video.
Remember that, he's not a coach. But we'll also like to thank everyone in the support staff around us. Like the social media team is great for G2 and so is the camera team. And the guy sitting behind the camera filming right now.
Weird ending. Is there like 7 seconds of black here? Weird. Not bad. Honestly, I expected more from this video. But I don't know, I guess you work with what you got. I'm sure it's hard to get a player who you're releasing to do a very prolonged interview. That's probably tough. Frag video. Google frag video. How long is this? 5 minutes? Alright, we'll watch it. More Huntsman content. They just do so much of this kind of content. It's so smart, dude. It all does so well. Oh. Didn't mean to click on it, though. My K's tattoo removal video. Watch it. It's so good. Love my K's. Arma stuff. Highlight stuff. Alright. Let's watch some of this. Trying to watch a little bit of Overwatch frag videos just to get an idea of what they're like. I'd like to maybe weigh in on the Melee frag video contest.
The Battle of Texas, it's here again. Houston taking on Dallas. These teams faded to fight each other again and again. Need to get something going and fast. There's the halt, and down goes Hydration and Dante. Gamsu threat. Immortality throw. Yeah, totally fine. Yeah, Les can't really follow up on it. Hydration just
That audio transition left something to be desired.
too low. As the Fuel look to take control, they win this fight. Should get the round. It's Doa. It's a very nice cleanup. Opportunity.
I need camera angle though.
This is slow. Rob charging over, and there's the freeze. Gamsu there, well, the cleanup off of what Doa was setting up, and the Fuel just get right back in there. But now, really, Jake.
I like the player comms edition, but I have no idea what they're saying. It's pretty covered up by the music, and I think even if it wasn't, it'd be really, really difficult to understand them. But how loud the music is definitely isn't helping.
Hydration forces it back into Doha. And then Danger gets the freeze. Doha in a great spot. Deals with Hydration. And now the Fuel. Plenty of pickoffs moving over and in. They've lost cores, but it's still very winnable for the Fuel as they move in onto point B.
Yeah, they're in full control here. Everything's going perfectly for the second point offense. So while
like the camera angles have been cool. Like the SFM stuff has been good, but audio's been pretty lacking.
first point defense looked good. I don't think there's any hope for the Outlaws coming back in this fight. No.
Flux gets rid of Linkser, and no, does enough here to keep this in contest. The Outlaws are on ready to go. Decay on the Widowmaker.
No res with Repel dropping as well. This copy Sigma from Doha is enough to close it. Oh, what a play from Decay, completely saving the round. Yeah, they're getting chased at the ends of the earth. Decay somehow finds Rockets.
Yeah, that sequence was good. I liked how it moved pretty efficiently between straight up gameplay and more like Overwatch theater I don't even know what that's called in Overwatch. SFM sort of deals, like we're on right now.
Continuing to play Widow Hero here. Showing, oh, Linkser dominated. I don't know why he took the jump there, but it was a bad idea.
That's just hard, man. Linkser instantly switching over to the Widow, wants the duel. Decay again!
No, you don't want to keep this momentum going forward. The Outlaw super low after getting hit by the Flux. Doha finds Linkser. A little bit of Echo versus Widow on the other side.
Also, the other thing about this is that it hasn't felt like there's been a lot of video rhythm integration with the music. Like, there hasn't been a lot of action being synced to the music, which you see a lot in frag videos.
Clones the Flux, nothing but devastation as the Fuel continue to keep the Outlaws on the back foot.
Did the music go down? Oh, it went down so because they were bringing comms in. Yeah, again, it's just impossible to understand what they're saying.
Wow. 5 minutes, let's go!
Is that the fastest Delta time ever? Needs a lot more than that.
Like, I think adding CC could help a lot. You're probably not going to make them understandable, so having CC to at least catch the important lines, I think would be good.
Going in, oh! Of course.
He's headshot. I don't even know how he sees it there.
He's
got another kill.
Holds up easy in the hurry, but also immediately falls to Decay. He's going to be a go-to chiropractor for years after this. Actual years. The Fuel, they take it 3-1. The Dallas decays.
I think we get it on that one. Let's see what else we got. I think that's it. Here for Minnesota homestand. All right, this is gonna be our last one. Podcast stuff, gameplay stuff, the score stuff. Oh, this one might be interesting actually. The story of Glaive. Holy 19 minutes, Batman. All right, we're gonna see what this is. Then we're gonna end it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome.
Oh. No sound on this is weird. I wish there was sound designed.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another State of the Empire episode. Coach Rambo Ray here today with some
this is
slight
just
updates.
podcast.
Nothing crazy
All
really
right.
to talk about.
Well, we'll end there. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to subscribe, like the video, all that stuff. If you think I missed any videos that I should have covered, make sure to let me know. Yeah. See you later.